Present perfect tense, interrogative form, negative form and use of has and have. The present perfect tense is a verb tense used to talk about completed actions or events that happened at an unspecified time in the past, but which have some relevance to the present moment. It is formed using the present tense of the auxiliary verb have, or has for third-person singular subjects, followed by the past participle of the main verb. Here are some examples of the present perfect tense in action. She has studied Spanish for 5 years. This indicates that the action of studying Spanish started in the past and continues up to the present. I have never eaten sushi before. This suggests that the speaker has not eaten sushi at any point in their life, up to the present moment. Now, let's look at the interrogative form of the present perfect tense. To ask a question using this tense, we use the auxiliary verb have, or has, before the subject of the sentence, and then follow it with the past participle of the main verb. Here are some examples of interrogative sentences in the present perfect tense. Have you ever visited Paris? This asks if the person has visited Paris at any point in their life up to the present. Has she finished her homework yet? This inquires whether the person has completed their homework up to the present moment. Finally, let's take a look at the negative form of the present perfect tense. To make a negative sentence using this tense, we use the auxiliary verb have, or has, but add the word not after it, before the past participle of the main verb. Here are some examples of negative sentences in the present perfect tense. I have not been to the gym this week. This indicates that the speaker has not gone to the gym at any point this week, up to the present. She has not finished her book yet. This suggests that the person has not completed reading their book up to the present. Use of has and have. The present perfect tense is formed using the auxiliary verbs have or has, depending on the subject of the sentence. Have is used for the first and second person singular, I, you, and plural, we, they, as well as the third person plural, they. Has is used for the third person singular, he, she, it. Here are some examples to illustrate the use of have and has in the present perfect tense. I have eaten breakfast already. First person singular. You have been to Europe before, haven't you? Second person singular. We have seen that movie twice now. First person plural. They have finished their project. Third person plural. He has studied for his exam all night. Third person singular. She has traveled to many different countries. Third person singular. In each of these examples, the auxiliary verb have or has is followed by the past participle of the main verb, eaten, been, seen, finished, studied, traveled. The use of have or has indicates that the action or event being described happened at some point in the past, but has some relevance or connection to the present moment. It's important to note that the present perfect tense is often used to describe actions or events that have happened recently, but not necessarily completed. For example, I have been studying all morning suggests that the action of studying started in the recent past and may still be ongoing. Overall, The use of have and has in the present perfect tense depends on the subject of the sentence, and is followed by the past participle of the main verb to describe a completed action or event with some relevance to the present.